me, Anzac Day is the opportunity for us to remember and pay our respects to the men and women that have served before us. And it also makes me very proud to be an Australian and an Australian soldier on Anzac Day especially.
Anzac Day is a time for me to remember who I am and the country that I'm proud to be a part of, especially during this time, during COVID, to come together as a nation and fight this battle together.
To me, Anzac Day is about remembering those that have worn the uniform before us, about acknowledging the sacrifices they've made in the service of their country. It's also about coming together with serving and ex-serving mates and celebrating each other's service.
Anzac Day is an important time to look back at another turbulent part of Australia's history and acknowledge all the sacrifices made by men and women in uniform and all Australians.
Anzac Day is the one day a year where we can really reflect on what has come before us, what sacrifices have been made by the Anzacs. It's the one day a year where I can pass on that legacy through my children and watch the Anzac spirit grow through generations.
For me, Anzac Day is a day to pause and remember those who came before us, those who are with us today and those who will come to us in the future, the sacrifices we've made, mateship, hard work and our duty for our country. It also reminds me of the sacrifices my grandparents made fighting for other countries, for Poland, and it also reminds me of a deeply personal piece of the soldier I lost, Lance Corporal Andrew Jones, who died on the 30th of May 2011 in Afghanistan.
It means taking a moment to pause and reflect on the achievements of those that have gone before me, but also about my contribution and the legacy that I'm going to leave behind in the years to come.
This Anzac Day, I'll be spending a quiet day at home with my new baby daughter, who I hope one day to be old enough and aware enough to take to a dawn service here at the Australian War Memorial in Canberra.
If not called to duty this year, I have the option of sounding the last post from my front doorstep, along with many other trumpet players who are coming together to do the same this year.
I'll be watching the live stream from the Australian War Memorial and still remembering that great quality of mateship, giving a mate a ring, seeing how they're going, if they need anything to help them out.
I'm fortunate enough to live right next door to Anzac Parade here in Canberra, so my husband and I intend to just take a nice relaxing walk along Anzac Parade, stop at each of the memorials along the way and reflect on those who have gone before us and the future generation of soldiers that will serve Army.
This Anzac Day, I'll be serving at Australia's main operating base within the Middle East.
I'll be paying my respects by standing at the end of my driveway and observing a minute's silence at 6 a.m.
This Anzac Day, we'll be in the Middle East region, deployed on Op Manitau.
I'll be waking up before dawn for a gunfire breakfast, putting my uniform on just before 6 a.m, walking to my end of my driveway and sharing a moment of silence with those that also choose to stand at the end of the driveway with them.